Hey, Don Copeland here, and it's time for another one of our pro tips here on the 12H2. And today we're going to address the situation of yellowing film. So if you've ever gotten a transfer and it seems like the film itself has started to yellow, or even the glue on the back of the print has started to yellow, that's usually some kind of indication that it's getting too hot. That can either be caused by just the ambient temperature being too hot in the dryer, or it could be also caused by the fact that it's spending too much time in the dryer here, getting itself, so it's just overcooking is the best way to describe it. So there's going to be basically three situations that would most commonly cause this. The first one, which you would think is the most common sense one, but it's not always, would be that the temperature that you've actually set your dryer to is too high. Typically, we keep our dryers here in the area of 105 to 110 degrees Celsius. All right, if you've turned that up too high and it's actually getting to that higher temperature, which you see right here on the control panel, the number on the bottom is my set temperature, and we just hit my set temperature. The red is showing me that it's 108, 109. It's going to fluctuate now between that. It's going to keep it that way. If I had that set at 130 and it was up to 130, guess what? You're going to probably start cooking your prints, all right? So we want to make sure that we're keeping it set in a range that's reasonable. Again, in the videos that you have for training, we show you what a good transfer, most of you all probably got a transfer sample or two from us, and you know what a good looking sample looks like. If it starts to get more yellowed than that, or if you start to see the paper curling a lot from when it comes out, then it's probably been overcooked. Second thing would be you've got your extractor hooked up, or some type of extraction situation hooked up that is not, it is actually drawing heat out of the dryer. We don't want to draw heat out of the dryer. We want to get the fumes out. We want to get the liquids out from the off-gassing of the glycerin, all right? We want to get the smoke out, but we don't want to draw heat out. That's why on our machines, we include this when you buy the extractor. This actually, the vented system allows you to draw those things away without drawing a lot of heat out. What happens if you're drawing too much heat out of here, the lamps are going to work harder, they're going to stay on longer, and you're going to see that the temperature stay elevated in there for a much more constant time, and you're going to start to see yellowing. The last one would be just controlled by a workflow situation. Don't forget, the dryer and the printer are friends. They're not joined, all right? The dryer only interface that it has with the printer is where the film comes through, and the film trips the laser, which advances the film through here using the take-up reel. If your print has stopped, whether you're at the end of a job or you've had some reason that it installed a software error or something like that, you ran out of film, what's going to happen is the dryer is going to be sitting there, there's no film being fed, therefore the film's not tripping, it's not pulling it through. So one of the reasons that when you're using our software with our printer, we have that file called the 12H2 Film Advance, where it actually prints two solid lines down the edge of the media to actually push the print all the way through. So in that situation, really all you can do is go ahead and print something else or print that Film Advance to get it to go forward. If it seems like it's going too long, you can actually lift the lid of the dryer up quickly so that way it's not cooking the file. But that's it. So it's either you had a situation where you actually set the temperature too high, you're causing the temperature to be too high because you close this off and you're drawing so much air out of it that the lamps are continually staying on, or your printer stopped printing and therefore the film is just sitting here and cooking. Look at your training videos, contact tech support, and we'll help you get going. I'm Don Copeland, and that's our tip today for the 12H2.
For more pro tips, follow and subscribe. For more information on direct-to-film, call ColDesi at 877-793-3278.